A Secretary of Defense is not supposed to just agree with the president on everything. His job is also to push back and disagree with necessary. But during the hearing, Pete Hegseth could not even say that he had ever disagreed with Donald Trump even once. It created the impression that he had become loyal to Donald Trump personally and instead of being loyal to the country. Watch this clip.
Judgment. You made the comment to my colleague that there's no daylight between you and the president, which calls into question your role and, again, accountability. And so I got to ask, has there ever been any time that you disagree with the president on this war or anything in general?
I would never betray conversations that we've had.
Okay,
The commander
you can't even
deserves
acknowledge
candid
that you've
discussion in
ever even
private.
disagreed with the man, like his choice of tie, that dance, anything. You haven't disagreed on anything.
I've never relayed the discussions I have with the commander-in-chief.
Okay, because it seems to me that rather than being Trump's Secretary of Defense, that sounds like you're just being Trump's secretary. And we need someone who's going to be there that is actually advising, that is also pushing back when necessary and serving the country as opposed to the president. So you said you've never called him out privately or publicly, because we know that hasn't done. But have you ever said the words, and you don't have to tell me what it was about, have you ever said the words, Mr. President, I disagree with you?
As I said, I don't relay the private conversations that a commander-in-chief
You can't even acknowledge
deserves.
that, like if you've just said, Mr. President, you're wrong about this or you're wrong about that. You can't even acknowledge, you can't even admit that, if that's happened.
You can ask it again if you want, but I don't relay the private
Fair
conversations
enough.
that a commander-in-chief
The
deserves.
objectives of this war have constantly shifted and changed. You see that, though, right? Like, you can acknowledge that. Because 1 minute it was to dismantle the Iranian nuclear program. But I don't know how that objective has not now been the listed objectives as far as I understand. Then there was regime change. Trump even said when announcing the start of the war, the hour of your freedom is at hand. It's yours to take. He also posted on Truth Social in January, help is on the way, to the Iranians posting in the street. Do you still believe in this particular objective?
The objectives have been clear from the beginning, and I've supported the president throughout in having the courage to take on this threat.
Okay, so then let's talk about what else has he said. So let's talk about the Trump doctrine. So on November 6th, the president said he was all about ending wars, not starting new ones. Yet in the so-called doctrine, the conflict has not answered why we're in the war. The objectives have changed. We're not sure about the exit strategy. This, to me, is the definition of open-ended or forever war. And you cannot claim to end forever wars while engaging in one. And then here's the one that really gets me. So I don't know when it's over when I feel it in my bones. So, Mr. Secretary, war decisions should...
As you see in this video, a shocking moment happened in the US Congress which made many people worried. Pete Hegseth was asked one simple question: have you ever disagreed with President Donald Trump on anything? But the surprising part was that he could not clearly say yes even once. And that is when the hearing started becoming more serious. When lawmakers asked how the Iran war would end, the answer was the President Donald Trump will know the war is over when he feels it. That made many people uncomfortable because it sounded like there was no clear military plan. Several members of Congress said that the job of a Secretary of Defense is not just to support the president all the time. His job is also disagree with necessary and give an honest advice. But during the entire hearing, Pete Hegseth could not say that he had ever challenged Trump's decisions. At the same time, lawmakers also questioned the goals of the war. At first, the goal was stopping Iranian nuclear program. Later, the decision started sounding more like religion change or freedom for Iran. Congress wanted clear answers. What is the real goal of this war? And what exactly is America trying to achieve? But no clear explanation was given. Then another major issue came up. Iran attacked American military bases, but the US did not respond strongly. Later, Trump said he already knew the attack was coming. That made the situation even more serious. One congressman directly asked if a president knowing allow an enemy attack, is that not be betrayal of the country? But again, there was no direct answer. The biggest issue in the hearing was on not only the Iran war, the real question was whatever anyone inside the government is still willing to challenge the president when necessary. Because democracy does not survive on power alone. It survives on accountability, questions, and honest disagreement. If leaders stop questioning each other, if war goals are never clearly defined, and if major decisions are based only on personal feeling instead of clear strategies, then situations slowly start become weaker. And history shows that powerful nations do not collapse in one day. They slowly weaken from inside through silence, blind loyalty, and lack of accountability. If you are new on our channel, I hope so you are well. If you like this video, please like this video and also subscribe our Daily Nation News YouTube channel and press the bell icon for connect for more update and daily news. Thanks for watching.